Hey everyone, we're back with the Great Ace Attorney Resolve. Case 3. Just finished the first day trial. Zato's here. Get P. 41. Hello. This room! It's been too long. When did she leave? Like December? Hasn't changed in the slightest though. Been some 6 months, hasn't it? Oh, was it February? It's a long time for things to stay so familiar. I didn't know when you might return. I wanted everything to be as you left it. Has been some 6 months. True. I thought you got back to Japan 6 months. Was your father alright, Susie? What happened? My father? Yes, Professor Mikotoba. It's half a year ago. That's why you went back to Japan. The telegram you received saying you'd fallen ill with a very high fever for some unknown reason. That's right. I was surprised to learn you'd be coming back so soon. Surprised, but happy. Oh yeah, he's dead. Rip. I think I wrote about it in my letter to you. It was all a trick. My father is in fine health, and I'm very obviously relieved about that. We're all delighted to have you back. Quite by accident I've been able to return to Europe, actually. Because of a very grand conference called the International Forensic Science Symposium. Does that have to do with the act? International Symposium, strong art mentioned. Oh, do you think Mikotoba's here? Anyway, I've arrived safe and sound, and all that matters is that I'm here now. After all, I haven't yet fulfilled my promise to you, Iris. Oh, a promise. Tells everything that happened while you're back in Japan. Is that about her dad or something else? Yes, of course, I shall. And there's one other thing. Something you wrote in your letter that particularly grabbed my attention. About... you know who. Kazuma. I know. I'll tell you all that I can. I don't remember what her letter said. Back in Britain, oh god, there's a lot of dialogue. When I first arrived, I really thought I'd never be allowed to return to Britain. Seriously? After that awful trial at the Supreme Court, Father's mood changed entirely. The awful case 1. For the murder of Giselle Brett. Ooh, you dressed as a man then, didn't you, Susie? Oh, well, yeah, how does she know that? The woman is forbidden in the courtroom, I had no choice. Wow, amazing! I wish I had seen it. Don't you? Yeah, if only we could see it. If only we could go back and watch the first 4 or 5 videos of it. Yes, I suppose so. I want to play at being a lawyer now. Gonna wear a false mustache, maybe. I don't think any mustache could hide the fact that you're just 10 years old, Iris. Yeah, that's gonna be a tough one. Something else I've been wanting to ask you, Miss Susato. About the real reason why Mikotoba summoned you back to Japan. Said in your letter, something to do with that convict's loot we found in Mr. Natsume's lodging. Oh right! I kind of forgot about that. That's right. The very large dog collar we found with the B emblem on it. Hound of the Baskerville. I still haven't finished that book. I'm like, what, a third of the way through it? Something. Seems Mr. Natsume included a drawing of the collar in the report he submitted about his time in Britain. I understand that when Father saw the report, he turned as white as a sheet. Why would he be then? Father came to Britain himself, of course. To study. Some time ago now, but he stayed for 6 years. I can only imagine that something must have happened during that. He refuses to tell me what it was, and I intend to find the answers for myself. I've decided that I, for one, won't keep any more secrets. Yeah, I've heard that one before. In Chaos Child, there's a character who says, let's never keep any secrets from each other. And then she, of course, keeps like the biggest secrets of all. Doesn't tell anyone. Oh, Susie! The very meaningful looks that I was giving Iris there. Forensic Science Symposium. Strongart mentioned that. He said that investigative authorities from 40 different countries would attend. I didn't even pick up on that. Like, obviously that would be a... Oh, my father and Judge Jikoku have been invited. Jikoku means hell, right? Something of an honor, I believe. Well, Mikotoba is the leading expert in forensic medicine in our country, after all. Who's the other person you mentioned? A judge? It's His Excellency Judge Seishio Jikoku. You've met him, Mr. Naruhodo. I wonder if, like, case 4 and 5, because I believe they're related. Like, we're gonna have to, like, prove guilty in, like, both British and Japanese court. Last year in the Supreme Court. You can't possibly have forgotten. terrible trial of yours when you're accused of murder. Yes, I try to think of that as a positive turning point in my life these days. It was Judge Shikoku who presided over that trial. Perfectly honest, I'd be happy never to see that man's face again in my life. You know, fair point. Anyway, his father was invited to the symposium. He agreed to me returning to Britain too. He won't actually arrive until next month, but I couldn't wait. So I pleaded with him. In the end, he agreed to me going on ahead. About the symposium. This is the Lord Strongguard has put in an awful lot of work to make it happen. It's obviously very important. I believe it is, yes. As I understand it, Strongguard organized the entire event himself. I think he's hoping that by achieving exceptional results, he'll get the job of Attorney General. The Ace? What about the Ace Attorney General? That most senior position in the British justice system. He'll use his power to create the world's finest policing institution. That's what Father said anyway. Oh. Apparently it's his lifelong ambition. So does Mikotoba know Strongguard? Yeah, we're gonna... I hope case 4 is a flashback case. Actually, Lord Strongguard gave me a long speech about all this very subject only yesterday. Sort of lost the will to live early on and didn't really listen to much of it. Out trying for you. Giselle Brett. Woman whose unforgivable actions ended in me being I get this. This is recapping stuff. Won't forget that name as long as I live. It's a name we should all forget. Sorry? The incident, our intelligence servants have been investigating Miss Brett. Turns out that an English woman by the name... Oh! Ooh! Of Giselle Brett didn't actually exist. Didn't exist? Look at that be! It was a pseudonym. Her real name is Shin. Oh! Hey, Shin! He wasn't a visiting student either. That was a front. What? I thought it was one N though. I mean, not that that matters. I don't think you. Can you even pronounce double N in Japanese? Do you just hold it? I know they do that for like some vowels or something. I don't know. Front? Who on earth was she then? It's A Shin. Her name is literally all our intelligence services have been able to ascertain about her. Nobody knows why or even how she came to be in Japan. The complete mystery. That makes no sense. It's an easy task to be accepted as a foreign student anywhere. It's no easy task. What could the woman have been up to? Fred, I really don't know. The only thing we can be sure of is that she had some business in our country that we don't yet understand. Now she's been killed. All the questions surrounding her existence remain unanswered. Afraid so. Hey Shin. Who on earth was she? Why do I feel as though I've heard that name before somewhere? Yeah, I wonder where that was. What about Kazuma? After my friend's Ray's trial, the reporter who actually killed Miss Brett said something very strange. I know the truth! Know you had a hand in what went on. That visiting student's fate. Nobody here in Japan knows anything about it. They don't know about the guy who had never been to England, that he died on that steamship, that he'll never... Obviously, I couldn't ask him to elaborate at the time. Later, I visited... Oh, let's go! I visited him in the prison cell. Asked him what he was going to say about Kazuma-sama. What did you learn? Kazuma Lord, come on! After he died on the voyage to Great Britain, his body should have been unladen at the port of Hong Kong, passed into the care of the consulate staff there! Should have been. Turns out that his body never arrived. You know, it sucks to be right sometimes. It just disappeared. What? Kazuma's body vanished? Our government tried to cover the fact up, it seems. They erected a grave on the cliffs by her hometown. Except, Kazuma-sama isn't there. What, did she dig it up? Did Mikotoba know about this? Yes, it seemed that he did. But he didn't tell me. They're still investigating what happened to Kazuma-sama's body as we speak. So who's in on this? Obviously, the staff of the ship had to know. Hosonaga probably knew. And the ballerina too, what's her name? Well, if the masked man is Kazuma, And the British government, no. Or the very least Strongheart. Somebody Strongheart's a good guy? He's not Damon Gant? I just don't believe it. This is a cute feeling of apprehension I have all of a sudden. The Kazuma mystery! Thinking back now, some of the things that happened on the SS Booyah were definitely strange. I mean, after he died, we never saw his body again, did we? I've been saying this for years now! Well, not years. Since case 2 now. Could it be? Could it be? And he's actually still... Stop it, Mr. Naruhodo! It's too much to bear! Oh, come on, we all know it. Sorry, I didn't mean to. Just thinking about the possibility pains me so very much. Cast your mind back for a moment, Mr. Naruhodo. When Kazuma-sama was discovered, Mr. Sholmes was there, wasn't... Oh, so Sholmes knows too! And he definitely examined the body. I remembered it clearly. You're right. So if Kazuma hasn't actually been dead at all, it'd mean that Mr. Sholmes had lied to us. There's no reason why he would possibly have done such a thing. Or he just forgot. Of course that's true, yes. The idea that he might still be alive somewhere wants to fill me with hope, but I can't let it. Because if it turned out not to be true, then I'd be back at the bottom of that awful pit of despair again, Zetsubo. I'm terrified of what that might do to me. Oh, Miss Susato, it's okay. He's alive, it's fine. Oh, she's given the idea the thought it deserves. Susato-san we're talking about, after all. Probably shouldn't push it now. Why does he switch between Susato-san and Miss Susato? Is he saying Miss Susato in the Japanese script? Or do they just translate it really weirdly? Got anything? Ladder? Shovel? B? Go around. Oh, hello child. Must be about a year ago now. Got a really long story based on some of my father's old notes. About one of Harley's greatest exploits. Oh, it's only been a year since she wrote that? I call it The Hound of the Baskervilles. Then he forbade you from publishing it. With a manuscript somewhere nobody could get their hands on it. But nobody knows anything about it apart from Hurley and I. For some reason. You knew the title of it, didn't you, Susie? Oh! I forgot about that! Sounds so exciting. Should love to read it. You wouldn't tell me? How do you come to know it? Yes, but I made you promise that I'd explain one day, didn't I? I mean... She almost definitely would have met Wilson before. I think it's time. Oh! I'm gonna tell Iris her dad is dead. Only sorry to keep it from you so long, Iris. Hound of the Baskervilles. This case is relevant? Like it was completely by accident that I came to know the title of your manuscript. It was a short while before we left Japan. Cleaning Father's study, I saw something on his writing desk. A large box of papers. There's a label affixed to the box that's written in English. It read, The Hound of the Baskervilles. Oh no, it read A Study in Scarlet. What? My Baskerville story? Of course, I had no idea what it was at the time. My father came in and... Susato, what are you doing? You're not messing with my bookmarks, are you? Oh, father. Look at those papers. No, I simply read the label, that's all. I'll get to the part where the guy lost his shoe. Then he lost his other shoe, too. Well, put it out of your mind. Sorry? Forget that you ever saw it. Certainly don't tell anybody else about this. You understand? But what was Iris's manuscript doing? Man. I have no idea. When I heard Iris mention the word Baskerville that day, the title just slipped out. Never have guessed. That is an unpublished account of one of Mr. Sholmes' exploits. When I returned to Japan, I asked Father to explain. He refused to answer any of my questions. There's no sign of the big box in his office. He told you to forget it. You had one job, Susato. It's really all I know about it. Don't doubt that Father has a very good reason for being so secretive about it, but still, made up my mind to explain myself to both of you. Oh, thank you for being so honest, Susie. Gonna go investigate? So, Mr. Naruto, ready to start investigating if you are. Committed every detail about the case to memory. And Iris has told me about the disturbing happenings at the Waxwork Museum as well. Fully abreast of the situation already. Oh, expected nothing less, to be honest. I think our first port of call should be to investigate this Mr. Drebber, engineer responsible for building the elaborate machine that was used to effect this extraordinary trick. Conjurer of sorts, by the sound of it, well known in the field of science and magic. We need to go and arrest him. I don't think we're allowed to do that. Yes, you must know the truth behind the case. So I agree, we really do need to find the man. It sounds like a case of tracking someone down. Is it a job for the police? Or a great detective? And Sholmes just appears out of nowhere. So to guess who she might be thinking of. It could be anyone. Don't have much time, so we need to get started straight away, I think. Good idea. Best of luck then. Not coming today? Going to Brixton Road shortly for the herb market. Okay. Let me know later how you got on, won't you? That's a little abrupt. Hope the herb market must be strong. That's called foreshadowing. That's Chekhov's gun. Okay, sorry, we're back. I was really tired and really hungry, which is a bad combo. So it's the next day now. I think we need to go. Oh, I was thinking about it, by the way. It has to be pronounced Madam Two Spells, right? She's got 2 spells. She knows like Fireball and like Lightning Bolt. That's it. I assume this is where we need to go next. Holmes is here. 23rd of October. Oh my, no wonder it's called the House of Horrors. Watch her be terrified of wax too. I'd like to turn on my heels and go straight home. Via the confectionery. Scared makes you crave sweets? I can understand that, yeah! I was looking forward to a reunion after 6 months away, but there's no sign of Mr. Sholmes anywhere. Strange? He'll be here investigating the abduction of the waxwork. Oh well, we'll just have to come back again. I'll go. Chronologically? Well, in order? Anything here? Nope, okay. Strong guy, you got anything for us? Oh, new character. Who's that standing besides Lord Strongheart? I wonder. I've never seen her before. Hello. Oh, the young champion of the court. You had some success this morning, I understand. And you've thrown the entire government into disarray as a result. Sorry. Oopsie whoopsie. Oh, because of Professor Hairbrain's experiment? Sham science. Being demonstrated at London's Great Exhibition. The country's been made to look foolish. Now politicians are scrabbling to respond. Is scrabbling the word there? Shouldn't it be scrambling? Or are they playing the game Scrabble? Scrabbling. Scratch or grope around with one's fingers to find, collect, or hold on to something. Or it can also mean scramble or crawl quickly. Okay. I've never seen the word Scrabble used outside of the board game. Lord Van Zix is in Whitehall as we speak, giving an emergency briefing. Oh dear, I didn't mean to cause any trouble. None of this is your responsibility. The government is entirely to blame for having been taken in. The special dispensation that prevents investigation of the scene will be annulled later today. Once that happens, my forensic investigation team will move in and deal with that scrap metal in no time. Scrap metal now, is it? Hello. Until later then, Lord Strongheart. Oh, do you think that's Scythe? Because it was Courtney Scythe, right? Is Courtney? Oh, I mean, back then that could I don't know. Because like some names were, you know, male back in the day and became like female names later. Maybe. But come on, they look like a scythe. Yes, thank you. Who was that? That was, yeah, I'm a genius! That was Dr. Courtney Scythe. Scotland Yard's esteemed chief coroner. And I assume that was their theme, maybe? Or is that Strongheart's theme? I don't actually remember what Strongheart's theme is. She's leading the forensic investigation team's handling of this case. Okay, she's gotta be a major player in the case 4 and 5 then. She's just delivering her report about the victim, in fact. I see. But Mr. Asman, following the outcome of the trial earlier, asked the coroner's office to reevaluate its findings. I don't have time to tell you what she concluded. If you want to know, you'll have to ask her directly. You can find her in the forensics laboratory. Okay, she's a major player in this case. Alright. Now, what were you here to see me about? I give you 7 minutes and 39 seconds of my time. Wesker? He's not running quite so spectacularly late anymore. I know he's more generous than Wesker. Forensics investigation team. What exactly is the forensic team? The British Empire's police force must become the most exemplary in the world. For that to happen, it's imperative we embrace forensic science and everything it has to offer. First created the forensic investigation team a year ago now, unofficially, to pave the way. Goodness, a year ago? At next month's symposium, I intend to present the results of their work to the world. Once I do that, the House of Lords will be powerless to oppose the creation of a full-scale forensic division. Once that happens, the position of Attorney General will be mine! Criminals will suffer dearly. So you see, that's usually what like a villain would say, but I'm really hoping Shanghai just stays like a weird but nice, mostly nice guy. What do you mean? For too long, those scoundrels have made a mockery of our legal system with false evidence and bribes. London scum is about to be rounded up and burnt in the fires of hell. I intend to see it to it personally. By creating the finest police force the world has ever known to protect our honor and our future. Look at those eyes. It means every word. Dr. Scythe is an extremely reliable coroner. When I eventually establish the forensic division, she will run it as my right-hand woman. Now then, speaking of this symposium, Miss Mikotoba. Oh, yes, my lord? Your father should be on the high seas as we speak, making his way here to represent the Empire of Japan. Yes, that's right. I understand he'll arrive at the beginning of next month. Are you acquainted, Lord Strongheart? Lore? With Mikotoba, I mean. It was many years ago now, but yes, I remember Dr. Mikotoba very well. Mikotoba. My memory serves, it was some 15 years ago now that your father came to Britain as a visiting student. How old is Strongheart? Like 40s or 50s? 53. It's the year I was born, so yeah, 16 years ago. And how old is Mikotoba? Do we? Oh, I guess he's not in. Yeah, right. He was a young practitioner of forensic science. Jikoku accompanied him as a young, promising judge. The punctiliousness and politeness of the Japanese at the time impressed us greatly. Not that I wish to imply impoliteness or carelessness on your part in any way. Yeah, it's okay, but I don't think that you were. Dr. Mikotoba studied forensics at one of London's largest hospitals. St. Sinners, if I'm not mistaken. That's not, Dr. Scythe is also there as it happened. But hold on, is that a real hospital or did they just make that up? St. Sinners. Okay, that brings up the Ace Attorney wiki. It's actually a purple page. I was probably trying to get the background for it. Then, Dr. Scythe knows my father, does she? She's a young medical assistant at the time, so I doubt their paths crossed regularly. I've no doubt they knew each other superficially. After all, Dr. Mikotoba was here studying his subject for some 6 years in total. 6 years. A long time to be studying abroad, isn't it? I lived with my grandmother in those years. Left his newly born daughter behind. Went overseas. Where's your mom? For 6 whole years? It was a rather turbulent time at home. Oh. Perhaps father wanted a reason to get away. What do you mean? Why? Well, clearly something was going on at the time. Lord Van Zooks. Her mother was killed in a strange case that remains unsolved to this day. And then we solve it in case 5. I wanted to ask you about Lord Van Zooks actually. I heard that his older brother was killed some years ago by a mass murderer known as the Professor. Is that right? You Japanese are a thorough lot. You've done your research well. Yes. And you could say it was that very incident that gave rise to the Reaper. What? Why? When his brother, Clint, was murdered, it was just after young Barrick had graduated from the University of London. When obvious criminals began managing to evade conviction and court started disappearing, rumors quickly spread throughout the capital. Londoners started to say whether Barrick went, the ghost of his dead brother wasn't far behind. Oh my word. Lord Van Zinks is the Reaper? It's the ghost of his brother, of course. Ever since that time, he became a very aloof figure in London. Purples. Oh, yes, Lord Strongheart. Go ahead. It's about Professor Harebrain's experimental machine. We'd like your permission to examine it. Are you well versed in science, then? Not in the slightest. In fact, you could say I was barely aware of the subject at all until recently. The special dispensation legally preventing the investigation is currently being annulled. Within a few hours, Dr. Sight's team of forensic experts will begin their own investigation. I suppose until then, there's no harm in you looking at the wreckage, as long as you touch nothing. Thank you! Being able to look at it is better than nothing. I'll be able to see it too! Your time is up. You'll have to excuse me now, I'm afraid. My next engagement calls. We're extremely sorry to have troubled you when you're so busy, my lord. I've important matters to attend to in preparation for the symposium, you understand. Okay, see you in case 4 or 5. Let's check out the prison first. How far in are we? 10 minutes? And his first one is... Oh! Something fun. Don't write, fun equals whatever. Chaos Shot reference. Chaos Head reference, actually. What's he doing? He's... The whole wall of the cell is covered in mathematical equations. Still writing more now. Professor, sorry to interrupt. Oh, Mr. Naruhodo! Who's the young lady? My name is Suzato Mikotoba. I'm his judicial assistant. It's a pleasure to meet you. Ah, if only I met a refined young woman like you sooner! None of this would have happened. No, that's not logical. That makes no sense at all. Oh dear, sorry if my presence here upsets you. I owe you an apology too, Professor. I didn't manage to deliver what I promised you I would in court this morning. Oh no! No. The whole thing, the whole miserable affair, it all happened by such a complete and utter clot. Clot? Is that like, I mean, I don't know, like clot of blood. Hold on, we're Googling this. British? Clot meaning a foolish or clumsy person. Informal British. Okay. Professor Harebrain, what have you been working on in your cell? Oh, yeah, I mean that. Oh dear, how embarrassing. I was suddenly struck by an idea, you see? Simply had to write it down. The wall was all I had at hand. Some new hypothesis? Something to surpass super high voltage instantaneous kinesis. Ah, no, actually, it's my autobiography. Okay. Your autobiography? I was diddled and fiddled by Albert Harebrain. But I can represent my odd fortunes with only odd numbers and an ambitious set of simultaneous equations. Really? In order to pay back all the loans I took with the kinesis machine, you see? Uh-oh. There's gonna be a new serial publication for next month. Part 1, an odd birth, an odd upbringing. Oh, you're starting all the way there. Can't beat the man's optimism. That's fair. Oh, right, if we talked a little more about the case? Oh, yes! Yes, of course! I've been working through the numbers. I was diddled! I was fiddled by the pair of them! By Asmund! By that aloof engineer, Trevor! I'm gonna have to sit through an explanation of all these equations. Are we? Converse? Trial this morning? Everything I believed in has been turned on its head. Everything, yeah. Sorry it's come to this. There's really no other way. It's not your fault. I wanted to protect my work, and in the end, there's nothing worth protecting. Never my intention to deceive anyone. I didn't want to trick the public. No, of course you didn't. Of court this morning, I realized something. Huh? You've done something wrong without knowing it? You've still done nothing wrong. Logically, makes no difference if you're aware of it or not. Ignorance is a poor excuse. The blame still lies with me. Oh, Professor. He believed in me this morning, you know? Barrick did. He believed in my hypothesis. I think just a necessary factor in the prosecution establishing its case. No, Barrick wouldn't do something like that. I'm sure he genuinely believed it. Do you? Think I understand now. Well, I mean, he's a Dracula. He can just teleport himself. So he's like, oh, the humans finally figured it out. Why it was that he decided to take on the prosecution, I mean. Oh, come on, more. After the terrible accident, nobody would believe in me anymore. Not the police, not the prosecution, not any lawyers even. Okay, dealt some kind of finishing blow there. So if any other prosecutor had taken the case, was it anyone other than Barrick? Sure, the prosecution would have declared my hypothesis like a complete and utter nonsense. In that case, you would have been declared a fraud yourself, Professor. Exactly! Should have been a fate worse than death for me. Barrick insisted that I was a proper man of science from start to finish. You think that's why? I know him very well indeed. He's an extremely kind-hearted soul. But, extremely kind-hearted soul that all morning tried to paint you as a murderer, didn't he? Hey, he would have gotten the money though. In the gallows. Well, admittedly, the part of the analysis appears to have some flaws in it. What about the whole Reaper side of things? How does that fit into the kind-hearted soul idea? Your Asmon? Do you think he set out to trick me from the very start? Does it seem likely, yes? When I first met him, he introduced himself as a wealthy financier. He looked over the paper editor and said my work would benefit all humanity and must be pursued. You're so enthused! You're so empathetic! Reality, the mastermind of some criminal network, it seems. Look, everyone, this is how you don't get scammed. We just need to get everyone to play RuneScape. And so you learn how scams work. And then you never get scammed again. This would go very well in 1900, I think. I can't believe it! The machine was essentially a set decoration for some stage magic. Probably didn't require a large amount of investment, actually. But the scale of it wasn't just some small trick, very elaborate feat of deception. All young scientists are full of hope about their burgeoning ideas, full of zeal. None of us have any money! We want to do research, but we can't afford it. Many of us take on barely legal part-time work just to earn a few measly pennies to carry on. Go through all of that, only to be taken for a complete fool. Too grotten to believe. It is, I agree. That's why we have to find those responsible and bring them to justice. Your Asmon is no more, of course, which leaves only the engineer. Mr. Anak Jubber. Speaking of, is he an engineer, or a magician, or swindler? It was about a year ago when Mr. Asmon first brought Jepper to meet me at my laboratory. Since then, I met him many times to discuss details about my kinesis machine. At no point did you have any inkling he was just an illusionist? Oh, he definitely wasn't just an illusionist. What do you mean? He was a wealth of deep Oh no, he was a wealth of deep scientific knowledge. No question that the man's a genuine scientist. Instantly apparent in conversation. Yeah. The wretched man deceived you, Professor. It's unforgivable. We must do everything we can to find him and bring him to justice. There are no more clues you can give us as to his whereabouts? Sorry, we only discussed the kinesis mission. Nothing else. Although, just once, I did visit his workshop. What workshop? Jubber's enormous fabrication laboratory where he constructed my great machine. Okay. Why didn't you mention this before? Not Jubber's workshop. There's every chance we might find the man there. It's on Baker Street, you know it? Bender's place of work then? Just once, you understand? It was an enormous place. Plenty of room to construct the kinesis machine, you see? Where is it? I have to go there at once. Good chance he's there. Well, yes, definitely. I'm sure. As in, sure you're not going to want to hear this. I have absolutely no idea where the workshop is at all. He's just bad with directions. Don't worry, I get you, dude. So sorry! more than half expecting that. You see us blindfolded in the— oh, okay, jeez. He blindfolded you? Wasn't taking any chances then. The place was incredible! The pinnacle of modern engineering. And the oil he used was the very best. Special French machine oil is impossible to obtain in Britain. The indescribable scent of that imported oil. Perfumers across the world should forget their secret formula. Use that instead. What do you think, Susato? You machine for your next birthday. I have no idea how to say that. For your next birthday? Never used any kind of perfume, Mr. Narihoro. Not sure I'd like to start with that. I'm supposed to know you've been part of the workshop's address, Professor. You don't have a business card from Mr. Drebber, for example. Man was clearly very cautious. Sure you will never have. Aha! Yes, I do! Give me his business card once. It's right here, look. Oh, look at this business card. That's bone white. What? Oh, look, Susato takedown? Go etiquette to the wind white. And knock Trevor. There's probably a pun in there in the Japanese version. There's like a whole ritual Japanese people do when handing over business cards for some reason. I'm afraid that's all it says. There's no address. Oh well, can't say I'm surprised. Well, this could be useful. Trevor's card has been entered into the court record. Is that everything? No address. Flip it over. Next much here. Machine oil. Possibly. Mentioned something about the oil Mr. Drebber uses, didn't he? It is specially imported, very high quality oil. More importantly, it's more fragrant than the finest perfume. You probably shouldn't sniff that. That's probably like really bad for you. Doesn't appear to have any scent at all. Oh. Don't worry, I expect that's just because there's such a tiny amount on here. Is that the Japanese flag? Oh no, I guess back then it was the Rising Sun flag, wasn't it? This is the Switzerland flag. Plus. Oh, yeah, okay. How far in are we? 20 minutes? Oh, like 30? Okay, we can call it there. I will see you guys next time once we... what are we doing next? Oh, forensic lab? Or experimentation stage? I'll decide then. See you guys then. Bye.